What's up, guys? So here we go, showing you guys what I did last night. Cardboard everywhere to cover up the hardware cloth, and that's phase 2. Took me an hour and a half. I was done at 8:30. I was working in the dark. It was crazy. So I'm out here actually checking to see how much wind blew stuff around and where I need to actually, some pieces blew right here, so I just need to cover that up, put something on it. Again, you guys can see what I was talking about along the walls, how it's going to come up higher all along the fence line. I showed you guys before how I had a hole right underneath there where you see the fence goes across, and then there's like this break there. That is from the animals doing their thing. So I got that taken care of, and it goes all the way around. There's another one back here. There was a hole. Got that covered up. And so, yeah, it's coming right along. It's good when you see what you've planned come into fruition. So again, you beginner gardeners, I told you guys, step number 1 to building a garden is making sure you have a plan. This stuff that I'm doing right now is not coming out of, I'm just not winging it. This stuff is been conceptualized and written down first, and now I'm on step number 2 of how to build a garden. Implement the plan. Okay, let me explain to you guys what I'm doing. So I told you I'm not building my raised beds from wood. I actually went and got these from a Lifetime brand, do it yourself. Supposedly should only take me about 5 minutes to put these raised beds together. I'll let you know if that's just advertising or if it really comes like that. What these are, it's a plastic, so allegedly this is going to last a lot longer than your product would. So costs, of course, a lot more than your regular raised beds, but I'm doing this for longevity's sake, so hopefully they last me a very long time. It's 3 of those in the box. Okay, so those 3 I'm going to line up in the center here of the garden. Okay, reason why I'm putting them in the center is because the way the sun comes, this gate here would actually cast a shadow, so I don't want them too far over here. And then my forest over here casts a shadow over here, so I want to put them directly in the middle so that they catch as much sun as possible. Besides those, let me show you guys what else I'm doing. I'm going to be putting in Cinderblock raised beds. So you see this post right here? From this post to possibly right here on this chair, maybe even right there. We'll see. That post of the chair, that whole distance is going to be a Cinderblock raised bed up along the fence. So it's going to come out probably 2 feet. So I haven't measured this out yet, but that's what I'm out to do today. Do some measuring, but I do know it's going to only be 2 feet from the fence out. When you're building raised beds, I don't like going longer than 2 feet because it's easier for me to reach in and grab. The further you come out, if you only have one entryway, it gets a little bit more difficult to reach things in the back. So I don't recommend going wider than 2 feet out unless you can access it from different angles. Okay, because I have the gate back there, I can only access it one way. I'm only coming out 2 feet. I'm doing that there, but I'm also going to do that same thing here. So at the start of that cardboard there, all the way down, and then here, and then cut it all the way to this post here. So it's going to be this like L shape all the way down here. So that's going to be a pretty long raised bed that's going there. And I expect to be growing things. I wanted those up against the fence because it's possible I might put a trellis up and grow some beans up against the wall, or grow my cucumbers up against the fence, or I don't know. We'll see how we're going to do that. But again, 2 feet out, and then that entire length. For those who remember, I actually had blackberries planted there. And so in order for my plan to work, see what I did with the the blackberries, I yanked them up. So here they are. I didn't kill them yet. The soil that's around the roots are still very moist. And again, we're going to rain today. And so hopefully that keeps them moist enough that they don't die. But if they do die, that's just a casualty of war, because they were planted there before I actually had this plan came to be. Remember, I just expected to have blackberries along there, and my garden was supposed to be over there. So because I had to change the whole plan, I had to, it was worth me taking that hit and that chance for moving them. So that's it, guys. Like I said, it's imperative that you do step number 1, which is plan. And then step number 2 is implement. But when you do step number 2, implement, don't think that you have to implement everything all at once. Try to space out your implementation, especially if you're going to do something large scale like this, so that you don't get overwhelmed, that you don't make mistakes, that you're able to take time to adjust if need be. Okay? That's for larger projects. You want to, after you're planning, you write it up, draw it up, see what you're going to do, and then take the time. So I'm going to put these together. Again, doing 3 of these should take me no more than 20 minutes. I'll let you guys know the next time you see me how accurate that is. And then I'm going to be done. I'm going to leave that alone, and then I'm going to have to go and start researching a bunch of the costs to having this. Well, actually, I'm going to put the raised beds first, and then I'm going to put my my Cinderblock raised beds next. And then once I have those, then I'm going to get the mulch, and then I'm going to fill the raised beds in that order. So raised beds, Cinderblock, mulch, then fill. And once I do that, then I'll start doing putting out a few of those my containers that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing some good stuff this year. I'm coming up with a design for a not quite a self-watering container, but the sub irrigated containers. I kind of like that style better. What I'm gonna do is I'm making a few tweaks to the concept right now, and then I'll show you guys how I build them, and then I'll, push that out to you guys when that comes. So yeah, make sure you guys are following me. I just joined, I just signed up for Instagram with Old McWaller. So if you guys got Instagram, go follow me there. And that's it, guys. All right. Check you guys later.